In line with this vision, the commitment has been the pursuit of academic excellence and training of manpower for productive, self-employed, self-sustaining, and self-reliant individuals. This is the reason LODLC has grown over the years as one of the leading universities in Nigeria to University of International Status, marked by its repute for the training men and women of character and integrity in the society. It is true that LODLC has been known over the years for training our students in the face-to-face mode of learning. The claim that knowledge is not cast iron has driven the university to embrace the open and decent learning mode of learning as platform for the dissemination of knowledge to learners to fit their lifestyle, irrespective of their geographical location. In other words, LODLC open and decent learning is designed to break boundaries and consequently make accessible to all desiring individuals to suit their conditions and learn around their lifestyle. As a dual mode institution, awarding degrees through face-to-face and open and decent learning modes, it should be clear now that learning is not restricted by age or race, and neither is limited by geographical location. The LODLC Open and Distance Learning Center was established precisely on October 10, 2015, to provide quality education for applicants that may not have the opportunity to attend a full-time face-to-face program by reason of their official engagement and or those who, for lack of infrastructure in tertiary institutions, were denied admission into the face-to-face mode of learning. This is obvious why LODLC is driven by an overriding desire to open access to distant applicants in an environment that is flexible, open, and speak to personal and collective realities. It is delightful to note that here that LODLC open and distance learning academic activities are driven by emerging technologies that make our course preparations slick and intellectually engaging with high quality, graphically rich content. Our website has a robust interactive learning management system that provides a platform for exciting and enriching interaction with our students and requisite feedback from our tutors, learner support, and facilitators in compliance with the established best practices. In other words, we have bridged the geographical gap with the use of tools that will make you feel you are in the classroom as you find it in the face-to-face mode of learning. From our platform, every student is on the front row, no back benchers here. Let me quickly add here that LODLC provides other support services that help learners success in their studies. In this regard, we have well-trained counselor and highly skilled human resources personnel that will provide specific information, advice, and guidance to our existing students and prospective applicants. As expected, our program coordinators consist of seasoned academics that are passionate and committed to making your learning environment exciting, stimulating, and less stressful. It is hoped that at the end of the day, they will have contributed significantly to facilitate the successful completion of your program and prepare you for a brighter future. It is imperative to say on the final notes that our emphasis in LODLC is not merely on grades or your classroom degree, but the development of personal and entrepreneurial skill that will make the actualization of your life goal meaningful and worthwhile. Thank you for listening, and God bless.
Thank you so much.
While the acting director is delivering his speech,
An important personality came in. The center of where both the student and staff can get a material to run through came in, and that is the university librarian, Dr. Mrs. Odupe Akitawa. Thank you, ma'am, for coming.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Once again, I want to welcome each and every one of us to this program. That has been a very wonderful welcome address by the acting director of the center, Professor Adigan. Please, another round of applause. We are moving to the next program, which is the opening remarks by the chief host of today. That's our madam. The acting director at the university, Professor Adigan. Thank you.
I'd like to present my welcome address at the orientation gathering of new students of the LODLC. All protocols duly observed. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my great pleasure to welcome you all to the LODLC University of Technology Open and Distance Learning Center for your state. The program LODLC was conceived on October 18, 2012 and came to life on October 12, 2015 with accreditation of computer science program and later additional 3 programs: PSC Accounting, PSC Marketing, PNSC Nursing Science were accredited in August 12, 2016 by the National University Commission, NUC. In due course, PSC Agricultural Economics, Agricultural Extension, and Rural Development also took up, having secured the approval of the NUC on October 25. There is no doubt in my mind that the candidates for whom orientation is being conducted today feel lucky and excited to be adjudged qualified for admission into this university, whose mission is to provide suitable conditions for the advancement of knowledge through research and learning, produce self-reliant graduates, apply technology-driven knowledge to creativity and positively impact on the global environment and the epitome of integrity and society. Ours is a university that has created a niche in the areas of medicine, engineering, technology, within and beyond the shores of Nigeria, and is still committed to blazing even bigger dreams going forward. To you, my good friend students, I will say, to whom much is given, what is expected. As your parents, guardians, the university management and staff are still committed to guarantee a good future on your own path. You have a big role to play. I want to admonish and charge you to make the most of the opportunity afforded to you by your admission to this school. Ensure that you focus solely on the reason why you are here, to study and become leaders who are complete in spirit, mind, and body. Give it the commitment it deserves so that you will be able to defend this certificate to be issued to you at the end of the program. And the same goes, what is worth doing at all is worth doing well. Also, try as much as possible to participate personally and actively in all the activities designed by the university through the program to take you to the top in life. As I conclude this address, I pray that Almighty God will watch over you, guard and guide you, and make you a source of utmost life to your families, states, country, and humanity as we start in together. Once again, congratulations to all the new students of our open distance learning program. Thank you.
We can do better than that. Thank you so much, sir.
Our introduction will not continue after this program because the university activities affects we have the vice chancellor, the senate representative, or the board of open and distance learning. Also, the registrar representative on the board of open and distance learning program. We also have Mr. Ayodele. Important announcement. Please make sure you write down your name on the attendance register. It is very important. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mark. Yeah, we are going to kickstart our presentation for today. Hello, greatest Nigerian students. Are we sleeping? Greatest Nigerian student. I want us to be awake now. So we are going to the presentation for today. We are going to kickstart the presentation with that of the place of LODLC in Nigerian universities. The place of Nigeria of LODLC in Nigerian universities, which is going to be answered by our mama, the director of academic planning, University of Technology. She doubles as the chairperson of all director of academic planning of Nigerian universities. A round of applause for her, please. Permit me to welcome and invite Professor Mrs. A.B. Akinwande to make a presentation.
The acting vice chancellor, members of the principal officers of the university, the acting director of LODLC, esteemed professors, deans and provosts, distinguished guests, esteemed and fortunate students of LODLC University of Technology. It is an honor for me to stand before you to make this presentation on the place of LODLC in Nigerian universities. By way of outline, talking about this, the genesis of LODLC of today, staff and students' outstanding performances, and conclusion. Wherever, whenever, there is always a beginning. How did it start? LODLC from the beginning. LODLC was established in 1990 as the Oyo State Technical University, and it was founded as a non-generic university to provide conditions for the advancement of knowledge through research and learning. You understand what I mean by being a non-generic. LODLC to always be at the forefront of others. LODLC was made to produce self-reliant graduates, be able to apply technology-driven knowledge, creativity, and positively impact on the global environment, and as well to be an epitome of integrity and service. There was a vision by the founding fathers, and their vision was to have LODLC to grow to be a center of academic excellence for the advancement of technology, meeting socio-cultural needs of the society. How do they try to work to make sure that the vision comes to reality? They did it by employing the best hand of academicians from existing to development. They got the best brain to start the university, and these distinguished professors, after a while, tried as much as possible to remain outstanding graduates from all the programs. Those that got popular and those that got very high grade of 2.1. And this has made a tremendous impact in achieving the stated vision. LODLC of today. What can we say about LODLC? The name, I can tell you, it's an household name where Nigerian universities assemble. LODLC is not just an outstanding one. It is an outstanding because it is doing very well, just like any other university. And I said it's not just an outstanding university, it stands out. And I can conveniently say that LODLC is a big cheese. What do I mean? Ranking has confirmed LODLC severally as a university of choice. And we are always struggling to contend with the number of applicants that we have year in, year out. And you will know why this is true. And that was one reason why I referred you all as fortunate students of LODLC University of Technology. By way of ranking, the essence of ranking is to put universities in places where they belong, to be able to establish the position of universities. And I can tell you, Nigerian university rankings in 2001 confirmed that LODLC is number 4 among all for the national, for the federal, state, and private universities. LODLC was located to number 4 at last year. Since 2003, LODLC has been doing for itself. LODLC has been the best state university in Nigeria. And that has been since 2002. And in 2001 again, it was confirmed. The status was consolidated again that LODLC is still the best university in Nigeria. And we are very, very hopeful that by the time the result comes out for the 2022 ranking, we will still be in a position to maintain the status. In terms of all the federal, state, and private universities that are named University of Technology, LODLC also comes first as an of Nigerian show going global now. The world's scientific and university rankings in 2019 indicated LODLC to be number 7 in Nigeria, and this definitely will be as a result of metrics that they each rank. There is no West ranking body. They only always have different things they use to measure performance. By their metrics in 2019, LODLC was indicated to be number 7, and in 2021 again, LODLC was indicated to be number 12. And among universities in Africa, LODLC was number 74. October, LODLC was ranked 2008 and 2,847. But this is a rate low. Would you not say that? You would say that. You can only say that if you know how many other universities our university is contending with. And I will tell you, we got this position contending with over 31,000 universities across the country. And with all the challenges that we have had to manage in the last 5 years, I think you can say this is a very good one. There was an exhibition this year by the Federal Ministry of Science, Technology and Innovation, and it was tagged Technology and Innovation Expo 2022. LODLC came second. I can confidently say this, that the university is in a process of collaborating with the University of Kentucky, United States, and this will be on international education, which will have a benefit of staff and student exchange. And another golden one is that any student that is able to be part of this program would have a certificate that will carry the name of LODLC and also carry the name of the University of Kentucky. When they say LODLC is a big cheese, I think there should be some things to show up to confirm the reality. And because I have a limitation of time that I should not exceed, I want you to talk about recent information, very recent. So all those past ones, I will go there. Because I have to say that I'm sure it's here that will come and say, so I won't do that. I won't give that opportunity to ask you. So I'll just talk about outstanding points, few examples for the students and the staff. LODLC graduates, wherever they are, they demonstrate excellence. What do I mean? Ayola designed a surveillance tool and demonstrated workability. Dr. Adebayo Bamidele and Dr. Babatunde Akintunbi, the neurosurgeon at the Federal Medical Center performed successful caution surgery for the first time ever. There are different workers at the place, but our products were able to show them we can do it in Nigeria. Olayomi Ojo is a founder and chief executive officer of Printivo, which is a fully automated online print services. And we have two of our student teams that made 2019-2020 hot prize competition to the regional level in 2019. When I say regional level, I'm not talking national. I'm talking at the African and the continental. And I can also say that LODLC graduates are the seniors of all kinds. They always preferred to be employed by the industrialists and all employers of labor. And we did last one. This was last year. There was Professor Raj from University of Ibadan, whose field is computer science and engineering. And he said it to me that your graduates from computer science and computer engineering are doing very, very well. If somebody from another university, a bigger university, can confirm that, then it means we are not just making up the reality. In 2022, all Nigerian university challenge that was held in London. A nursing science graduate, Mr. Israel Pawole, is now the speaker of Oyo State Youth Assembly. Adeyemi Adetomiwa is the managing director of Baja Paints. And we have Professor Hafiz Adefemi Bello, who was appointed as the acting vice chancellor of Osun State University. Like I said, I can go on and on if I have to go to the archives, but time is not permitted. Just the tip of the iceberg. Adage says you don't give what you don't have. If our students are doing this, you can just wonder the part of lecturers that LODLC can be proud of. At continental level, our staff are assisting some other universities to develop their programs, to develop their system. We have Professor Adetuji Adeniyi, who is currently in Syria and is assisting the University of Syria to develop and establish obstetrics and gynecology unit of the university. We also have Professor Tayo Agbo, who is the director. He's currently at Uganda. And again, not being selfish, we have the medium of open and business learning that we can accommodate. If we want to know that best to assist another country and that Kampala International University, helping them to transform the analog educational content into digital form. And this has been possible with the grants awarded by the Netherlands government. We have three of our scholars among 2% world-class scholars. Professor Abbas Olajiri of blessed memory, Professor Ludenga Bello, and Professor Agbaje Latin. I'm delightful to say, just this last August, 4 professors from this university made distinction grades at a training on theory and practice of strategic planning and implementation that was facilitated by Virtual Institute for Capacity Building in Higher Education, supported by National Universities Commission and National Open University of Nigeria. If at this level, the professors are doing courses and they're still performing, then you can just see they still do what they do about to do. They will still be training and producing the best graduates. For example, Professor John Ojo, who is in the Department of Electronics and Electrical Department, is the head of Signal and Information Processing, Implementation and Control, CPP Research Group, and they've been able to develop electric tricycle. They train students on artificial intelligence and they have been able to collaborate with Popolo Global Innovation. Not just that, the same professor is still the head of the Center for Emerging Skills Technology, CEST. And the center has been able to facilitate having intellectual property, patents, and technology transfer office in our university. The center is in charge of training on electronics communication service, refrigeration and air conditioning, and as well as autotronic and mechatronics. Not just that, let me say more. Professor Gbajela, the Nano Group, is the head of the nanotechnology, and the group has been able to project university as a center of excellence in nanotechnology, not just in Nigeria, as well as in Africa. The team has put nanotechnology discourse in Nigeria at the forefront runners, and is canvassing for the passage of nanotechnology policy in Nigeria. As of now, there is a collaboration with the research group and National Space Research and Development Agency of the Ministry of Science, Technology and Innovation. And it delights me to tell you that in November, there will be sixth international conference of nanotechnology research group that will be done in Abuja with National Space Research Development Agency hosting it. This is a fantastic one, and it goes with Professor Timothy Olabiyi, if I have to go through the profile of the things he has done, that might even be sufficient for my presentation concerning staff, but I will not. I will only talk about the last one. Yeah, we got the grant on partnership for enhanced blended learning West Africa. And this is in partnership with the Association of Commonwealth Universities of the United Kingdom and the blended learning project. Professor Lushola Ojuwope got a grant to establish Center for Excellence and Emerging Infectious Diseases to investigate impact and implications of COVID-19 malaria co-infection. And as a result of this, the university is able to collaborate with the Institute of Tropical Medicine, University of Tübingen in Germany, and also Institute of Endemic Diseases, University of Khartoum. Not just that, we have Professor Taufik Salahuddin, who got 37 million grants with National Research Fund. This will do for us. It will enable academics to carry out a very meaningful research activities that will turn out good publications. And at the end of the day, we will enhance our ranking for them. I've heard so much about the men. The ladies have not been speaking. We have also been trying our best, in spite of several of our demands. Professor Akiwande is the TAP of LAFEC and the chairperson of the Committee of Directors. I said, when universities gather in the name of LAFEC and also, so we see somebody from LAFEC address of them. It means a lot to us. Also, was able to win the high number of awards, including the best female participant at the training on theory and practice of strategic planning and implementation with a doctoral and department. Vice chancellors, deputy vice chancellors, directors of academic planning, and several other from other organizations in Nigeria and outside Nigeria that participate at the training. And she's also an international consultant of assurance in higher education institution. This was demonstrated with the training at the Southern Africa Development Committee at the Gambia. Professor Akiwande Okwaju and Olagbeju, together with Dr. Babari, they won Africa Award Fellowships over the years. And Dr. Bolari also won something close to award fellowships from Planet Storage Fellowship. Professor Olayemi Onowumi represents American Chemical Society at LAFEC. Professor Alice Oke the chairperson of the Association of Professional Women Engineers of Nigeria, APWO in the Kumoshi branch. And we have Professor Dumlayo Adekule, who represented Africa at the 62nd London International Youth Service Forum. And this made it possible for us to have a research center in the university. One of us represented Africa. We should clap for him. Dr. Shwalaye also was able to win the Bright PTP Scholar Program of the United States of America. Professor Aregu Convent Award for technical paper presentation at APO 2022. And we have Professor Bailey, who is now a member of the Board Trustee and Chairperson of the Education Committee. And then some people say you are really tried. And this is just the least that we can do. We are not plenty, and we are still striving hard to do more, to keep the flag of LODLC flying high. By way of conclusion, I would say confidently that LODLC is an institution of reputation at an international levels. LODLC has distinguished itself through creating a unique bunch of students that are dominating the landscape in the area of technology. LODLC students demonstrate their professional skills at all places of engagements. And lastly, I will tell you, and I said you are fortunate, I can assure you that with the good educational background at LODLC, all of you in the near future will stand out.
Please, another round of applause for Professor. I consider each and every one of us present here this morning, most especially our students. We are very lucky to be part of LODLC story. So please, a round of applause for yourself for being a LODLC student. Please, we are going to do a small adjustment on our program because of some other engagements. The next presentation now will be that of dress code policy. Dress code policy is going to be anchored by our Baba, Mr. E.A. Agibesi.
Thank you very much. I've been asked to talk on dress code policy of the university. And within the next few minutes, I will sensitize the new or the fresh students on what clothing or dresses you are expected to wear when you are in school and when you are representing the university, even outside the university campus or environment. I want to thank the management of LODLC for this opportunity. Dress code policy, the way a German sociologist called Ferdinand Toni defined it. He said, dress code is a set of guidelines to make it easy for students to know what is appropriate to wear. What dress is appropriate to wear? That is the position of that sociologist, Ferdinand Toni. Then another definition says Dress code is a set of rules about what clothing may and may not be acceptable by the university. For the sake of emphasis, this dress code policy is a policy made by the Senate of the university, which is the highest academic body. And it's been enforced by all the organs of the university. LODLC is one of those organs. LODLC is one of those organs. I also want to say that a dress code promotes a more serious school atmosphere, which emphasizes academics and promotes good behavior. That is why I said, when you are in school, you are expected to be dressed appropriately. The way the university approves it, and when you are representing the university outside the university campus or environment, you are supposed to dress properly. And I have to say this, generally, as students, you are supposed to appear to be very formal. You need to appear to be very neat, modest, decent. You are not only doing this for the sake of a university alone, but you are also doing it to enhance your personality or dignity. Let us see some of the acceptable dress styles approved by the university. Let's start from here. That is formal, that is decent, that is modest. Can you see? Get to the other side where we have the female ones. These are the acceptable dress styles approved by the university. I want you to see the dressing as well as the shoe. Both male and females are putting on. You cannot put on a suit like this one. Let's go back to it. And put on slippers. The two slippers is not acceptable. And it doesn't follow your personality. That's what I just said about shoes. Under shoes, we have heels, we have Oxford, we have loafers. Oxford for male, loafers for female. At the other hand, you can see slippers is not allowed for any. It's not allowed at all. So the females can pick their own styles or ties. While males as well can also pick theirs. Those are the acceptable shoe types that you have to wear along with the acceptable clothing or dressing. Now, for the sake of, for emphasis sake, under dressing, you must put on suits or smart jackets and trousers, native attire with a cap to match. If you you are a native and you are not putting on a cap, you are dressed properly. Look at the way the activist is dressing. Look at the chairman is dressing. Those are the appropriate dressing. When you put on a native dress, put on a cap to match. We have suit and a tie. Suit and a tie. The way I'm that's a complete one. Packing of good jeans. When I say jeans, I am not talking of evaporated jeans. I am not talking of crazy jeans. It's not a good one, a sensible one, please. Then plain t-shirt. When I say plain t-shirt, it does not have inscriptions, slogans of any party, of any company, or whatever. It has to be very plain. If you want to put on any plain t-shirt, you can put on shirt, ordinary shirt, and trousers, but it is not complete if you don't put on a tie. Trousers and a shirt without a tie, not formal. I want you to notice. Then for the females, we can put on a gown, but that gown must be at length to your knee. We don't need bonfo. They call it red bonfo. We don't need bonfo. It must go as low as your knee. Then skirt with a jacket is allowed. Then trousers. Trousers, suit, skirt and shirt tops. Then I'll talk about the shoe. Then we come to non-acceptable dress codes. That's what I'm showing you now. Look at this one. What do you call that? Is that okay? It's not acceptable. They give it a name, sagging or what? We don't want sagging in the school. Don't sag to the school. Put on the appropriate dress. Look at this, madam. What about that? That is a type of a dress showing the entire bust is not allowed. You can wear that if you like when you get to your places outside the school. Then all clothes. Look at the other one. That madam in blue, backing us. That is not an acceptable dress. Then look at one showing the belly. Can you see? It's not taking. Then my two programs at the other hand, you don't take it too. All that are tight-fitting clothes that will reveal all the shape of your body are not allowed. Are not allowed. Please. Then outfits and tailors. Jeans will be allowed, but the jeans must not be perforated. It must not be a pretty jeans. Then we don't need party wear, big wears, traditional dresses that contravenes the dress code of the university. Then trousers such as hip rider and low waist jeans. I have mentioned that we don't need it. Then for males, wearing of earrings, and plating of hair. And that is a normal human being. Look at that. We don't want type of hairdo. Either you make it completely low like this, or you put it low, or you put it moderately, but not anything like this. Your matriculation will come very soon. The dress code during that time is your academic gown, a good trousers, a shirt to match, also a sack, a tie to also go with it. Your academic gown, trousers, then a tie. That is for maids. Academic gown, your skirt, your white shirt, and neck scarf. Neck scarf. That is more formal. Look at this one too. There are some men that will come to this type of what do you call it? Cap. It's not allowed. The one in the middle is not allowed. It's too dark. If you put on something plain, even if it is recommended, it's allowed. But something like this is not legal. There are some programs like not agree that have special dresses. And you see, that's what I was showing you. You have special dresses. Special programs that have special dresses like this. I don't want to talk much on that. The center management or the management of the center will bring you further on such dresses. Benefits of dress code. Benefits of dress code. Very easy to recognize you when you dress the way you want to. Professionalism. It enhances your student credibility. It's good representation of the university. It shows that you are serious student. Then it is safety standard. Then it gives a sense of a belonging, that you belong to a particular team. It improves your confidence. It improves your confidence. Now, I have talked about what the university wants you to wear as dresses. That is the dress code approved at the university. Those ones the university doesn't want. Now, if eventually any student violates this regulation, this policy, this rule, what are the consequences? Senate, like I said, is the highest academic body. It has its committees, subcommittees. One of those committees, especially in charge of this dress code thing we are talking about, is Student Disciplinary Committee. Though I am aware that we have a student code of conduct in LODLC. But don't forget, LODLC is enforcing the rule, which is the dress code policy of the university. So anytime you violate that rule or policy, the punishments are with you. let's start from the many aspect of it. We have the management and staff of the LODLC who have been empowered to enforce dress code. We have the Dean of Student Affairs in the university and some staff appointed by the university to enforce this rule. We have academic and the administrative staff in the university to also enforce it. Then we have security officers. When you are coming in and going out of the university, they are monitoring you. If you don't dress properly, you can be asked to go back home to go and dress properly. Further to that, you can be excused after the lecture off if you dress inappropriately. If you are a regular offender, after first or second warning, you may be referred to the student disciplinary committee for appropriate action. If you are found guilty, you are going to be sanctioned. And when I say sanction, it's serious punishment. I hope with this little presentation, counsel, advice I have given to you, I believe you will see the opportunity, especially this important orientation program organized for you, to expose you, to sensitize you, to awareness of what you are supposed to be doing when you are in school, especially as far as the dress code is concerned. If you have not had enough, go and prepare your wardrobe. Just as you are paying your school fees, also make little efforts to add up to your wardrobe so that it will be in line with what the university expects you as far as the dress code is concerned. Once again, my appreciation goes to the management of the center for the opportunity given to me to give or present this talk. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for that wonderful presentation of dress code. We all everyone what is not said. Before we leave the dress code, incidentally in our midst is the chairperson of the committee that come up with the adopted dress code policy. And it doubles as today's chairman. The chairman for today's occasion is our Baba in our midst, Professor O. Bawole. Please, a round of applause for him. If you have rights and things to hand to the dress code because he is the expert of dress code of the university.
Thank you, Mr. Morito, and members of the IT group. There's virtually nothing more to add. I can just say that your dressing also depicts the type of person that you are. Therefore, you do your own self a lot of good if you dress well. Want to dress in English way? There are ways to dress respectively. You want to dress the native way? There are ways to dress respectively. In summary, we are giving you those dress codes to help you to be responsible to yourself, while also projecting the image of the university. So dress well, to represent yourself well, dress well, represent your family well, and dress well, represent the university. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So you're saying, oh, You dress well, you represent yourself, dress well, you are representing your family, and please dress well for the image of the university. Please, another round of applause for us. Thank you so much, sir. We are moving to the next presentation by the acting director of the center, Professor R.A. Ganiyu, titled The Concept of Open and Distance Education. The concept of open and distance education. Please, we can give him a round of applause as he's coming. It seems as if the acting directors are standing up for the acting director. So, please welcome, sir. Because of other investor engagement, however, has excused himself from our midst. Okay, pending the time, we can move to another presentation. Permit me to invite, permit me to invite Mr. Bade to come and make this presentation on behalf of the director of LICT on the role of ICT in distance learning. Mr. Bade, you have the floor. A round of applause, please.
Good morning, everyone. Members of the university management, all those are provosts of the university, directors and chairman, head of the department, all other individuals are present. This is a place to be. On behalf of the director, LODLC Information Communication Technology Center, I welcome you to this year 2023 LODLC pressure. First of all, LODLC is unavoidably absent due to the national assignment. However, he sends his regard and inspirational message, which I will deliver before the short issue. First of all, I want to congratulate you on your admission to this period of University of Technology Education, Open and Distance Learning. I will once again tell you that you are in the fourth best university in Nigeria, best state university in Nigeria, best university of technology in Nigeria, best university in Nigeria in terms of research, and 74th best university in Africa of research. And we have a lot of is a pioneer in open and distance learning program of which school we are admitted into. And I wish to assure you that you are in the best hand in the LODLC open distance learning. Before I proceed, that was mentioned. Before I proceed, I'm to speak on the topic of the role of ICT in distance learning, because I want to share with you the projects which are involved in. And this is because of our performance after this technology oriented university, and it was awarded by Association of Commonwealth University to strengthen blended learning across West Africa, led by our heritage scholar, Professor C. Ayolabi, Director, University of Director of International Office, and Professor Exu Olabisi, Director of ICT, and Professor Tayo Arugofu, the blended learning program, and also Mr. Tosin Akindele of ODA, and myself, representing ICT. Partnership for enhanced blended learning, West Africa, supports academics and students across universities in Ghana and Nigeria to sustainable capacity for blended learning through expert-led training, collaboration, and development of quality assured learning. Today, Professor C.I. Olabisi, Dr. Akindele ODA, and I are fully certified in supporting technology enhanced learning. So ODA, you have a very good resource to support technology and enhanced learning. It's awarded by the prestigious UK Professional Development Organization called SIGA. Also, the likes of Mrs. Emi Adeoye, Mr. A.J. Alimi, Dr. Mrs. Dixie Fadiobi, Mrs. O.Y. Oyedeki are also part of this program. And I can assure you that they are very among us. And that proves that LODLC can raise outstanding personnel. Thank you very much. I will move to my topic, the role of ICT in this learning. I first of all define this level according to Kida, and then I will define ICT according to the and I will find the rules to each other so that we can see rules of ICT. And we all know ICT is very crucial element in distance learning. And you can see at the 1980 define the separation, define the main element of distance education, which is separation of teachers and learning, distinguishes it from face-to-face learning. So, teachers and learners are not in the same location. Also, in terms of educational organization, which distinguishes it from private study, this also means that there must be an institution behind it, others what to budget. Also, the use of technical media usually brings unite teachers and learners and carry educational content. This is also one of the applications. Also, the provision of communication so that students will benefit from and initiate two-way communication and see power. Also, the possibility of vocational meeting for both didactic and socialization purposes. Also, distance learner inform times so that they can socialize and have knowledge consumption. Also, the participation in an industrialized form of education is accepted contains the genus of radical separation of distance education from other forms. So basically, these are the definition. These are the elements of definition of distance learning by Kida. I will go on to the next slide. Next slide. The next slide is information communication technology regulation. All the information technology visual network of what we call ICT. Also computer network is also part of what we call ICT. ICT is an umbrella term that includes any communication device, from television, cell phone carrying in your is also an ICT gadget. Computer networks, hardware, and so on. More importantly, the software that runs on these connecting devices is also part of ICT. So what are the roles of ICT? I will quickly look and also explain some of the technologies that you will be using in your work. Basically, for the separation of teachers and learners, what are the roles of ICT for this education? It is to bridge, the first rule is to bridge barriers of time and distance. Because learner is in one location, the teacher is in another location, you need technology, you need ICT to bridge the barrier and also to present learning facilities. Basically, these are the technologies we use. Networking. People have to rely on networking, whether it is mobile networking or physical networking. Mobile technology is supposed to carry around the ICT. Without some of these tools, you will not be able to attend your lectures, do your assignments, and so on. The digital readers and tablets. Digital readers and tablets are very, very important for you have to know how to do them. These are tools of ICT and the separation of teachers and learning. Virtual reality. These are also the technology and we use to teach students because they are in far location from where you are. You can simulate and even travel to maybe UK on their computer. Companies that do this kind of software. Email was not how to use email very well. And then the question for forum chat, social media. These are the technology pertaining to these elements of the definition. Success here is the distance educator must use this technology for interactivity and engagement. The days that you just upload PDF to the internet, upload videos to the internet is gone. Now you must use technology for students experience. Since we and the teachers are not together, we have to make sure that they are engaged. The second one, influence of an education organization. This is provision of communication platform and dissemination information to support students and teachers. So technologies like Amplify software means that you can use technology to produce games that will teach them to play, games that will teach them how to do certain activities, their learning activities. In that way, people learn more when it's formed. So this is a role of ICT. Artificial intelligence in the box. You need to implement it. You need to our training, into our teaching, into our learning, so that students and teacher engineers can recognize patterns and their teachers to quickly adapt to pattern. For instance, now if we conduct an assessment and for a certain number of questions, let's say question number 10, everybody missed that question. Then as a teacher, using artificial intelligence should be saying, why did anybody miss that question? The role of technology here is the role of technology is to quickly motivating learners and use technology to motivate your learners. Learning how Padlets, do you know Padlets? 20 meters, fast sharp, and use technology to, more importantly, can use technology to scale. Scale in abroad, distance learners, many of them have students, million students, 2 million students, we have some because like that, wonder how they do it. But because they use technology to scale, that's why it's like that. If you see counseling, you can use it. Curriculum planning, you can use technology to promote openness and accessibility. OER, can use technology to promote. OER is the box word now. Open educational resources. Because some of these technology, video conferencing, facilitate this information among students. These are the technologies support and communication. Social media, laptop, smart CP. These are technology that is that. Because of time, let me. Okay, educational management software. Use technology to manage your software. Things like your payment system, things like your registration, things like your course registration. You can use technology to manage your marketing, your financing, web to continue. That technology, these are also possible. And also technology. So before in retrospect, you can see that ICT is foundational to the system. And ICT appropriately benefits more. Okay. So now we must use technology as a means, not as a technology. Before I do, I promise that I will give you the message from Professor LODLC, and here is the message. Professor LODLC said that you wish you do the best of luck in your endeavors. Told me to tell you that you have nothing to fear and worry if you can strive to acquire attribute scholarship. Among the characteristics of scholarship that the aspects were emphasized are continuous learning, industry, honesty, and patience. It believes that if you follow these paths that he has followed, that you will succeed in your journey. Once again, I have to congratulate you and wish you the best of success. Your sojourn in Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Bade, for the presentation. Please, another round of applause for Mr. Bade. I had already invited the acting director to come and make his presentation, but he's coming to do that now. Whoever is doing the presentation, please use the microphone. The microphone is audible enough. So my director, please use the microphone.
I also stand on the system protocol. I'm here to talk on the topic, the concept of open understanding education. First, what is distance education? So distance learning. Distance education is a mode of education which frees students from the necessity of traveling down to a fixed place to meet a fixed person in order to be trained. What we are saying here is that in distance education, you are not allowed to be visiting campus in order to learn. That's ODL. And the philosophy of ODL is to remove barrier to education and to allow learners to learn around their lifestyle. In ODL, students have freedom to learn at their own rates, pace, and time. Meaning that if your lecture is ongoing through our learning management system, and possibly you are not chanced to join the class, you can still revisit what they have learned after the class. We normally call that one asynchronous mode of learning. The need for education, which could be provided to an individual at his or her own place, gave back to the concept Open and Distance Learning Center. ODL, that is Open and Distance Learning Education. It is a system of education which brings education to the doorstep of learners. Meaning that irrespective of where you are, you will still continue to learn. Whether you are north, west, or south, you have that opportunity to learn without visiting the campus. ODL is a system of education in which education is imparted to learners who may not be physically present on campus. For ODL program, you have a residence period. That's the period. That's 2 weeks. That's the last concept. You use it for facilitation, and then the second week, that one is meant for your examination. So that's the only time you are allowed to visit the campus, except something like this orientation. In ODL, that one we can distinguish it from part-time program. ODL is a full-time program. You'll be having your timetable. You'll be doing lecture every day online. And there's nothing like a study center, just like the part-time program. In ODL, we can only have an information center. Those institutions, we also have some institutions, they are recruiting students for us. We call them information center. So it's just like a gas office for our ODL. ODL philosophy is to remove barrier to education and allow learners to learn around their lifestyle. If you are a busy person, you can as well join the ODL. Learners study according to their time, pace, and place. And ODL play a vital role in accommodating aspirants. ODL is designed for both young and adult learners. When we look at ourselves now, we have younger people, and at the same time, we have older people here. Irrespective of your age, you can as well learn. It's a long life process. That is what we embrace in ODL learning mode. The flexibility of ODL system makes it a viable alternative to tackling the challenges of inadequate access to university education in Nigeria. When you look at the ODL, In ODR mode, there is no carrying capacity, unlike a face-to-face equivalence. In face-to-face, there is a restriction to the number of students that can be given admission. There is nothing like the carrying capacity as you have to buy technology that's sufficient for the group certain learners. So unlike that reason why when we have those people after your exam, possibly you are not admitted through that, you can join the whole thing. So the facility is there because there is no restriction to the number of students that can be given admission in distance learning mode. The challenges of perennial inadequate access to university education in Nigeria necessitate the need for a paradigm shift from traditional face-to-face education to the delivery of education via mode. When you look at every year, we have to, if you check the exam, you see a number of applicants that are not given admission. This is an opportunity for them because at the end of the day, you'll be able to learn irrespective of your condition. At the moment, there exists strong reservation about both the mode of studies due to unconfirmed doubts about the quality of the delivery process and products. Even up to now, some people they are still in doubt as per the quality of the ODL mode. I want to say it categorically that there is no difference between the ODL mode of education and that of the face-to-face equivalence, because everything we are reading together, there is nothing they are doing in face-to-face mode that we are not doing in ODM mode. ODM institution in Nigeria university system. In Nigeria, the ODM institutions, we have a single mode university. That's now. Now can only award degree via ODM only. LODLC is a dual mode university simply because LODLC can award degrees through face-to-face mode and at the same time through the ODL mode. And then we have other dual mode institutions such as University of Ibadan, LASU, WASU, Footmina, Jabu, etc. Currently, we are 14 in number, and the LODLC is leading for the fact that we are the first state university to grant the license by AUC to run ODM throughout Nigeria. So that's kudos to us. And then at the same time, we are in the forefront. As of today, any university that want to start ODL, AUC normally refer them to LODLC for training. And then in the past, we have trained Footmina, we have trained WASU, OOU, at the University of Education, Port Harcourt, to mention just a few. Governance and administration of ODL Center. The center is governed. We have a governing board. After that, we have director, deputy director, and for each program, we have a program coordinator. Each tutors and learner supports, the librarian, and the administrative staff, such as deputy registrar, the deputy bursar, librarian, chief administrative officer, and the center secretary to manage the day-to-day business of the center. And admission requirements. Admission requirement for the degree programs in ODL must comply with the existing national policy on admission into Nigerian university as stipulated by NUCB mass requirements, irrespective of the program. We are saying here that same requirements being adopted regular face-to-face mode. That's the same requirement we are using in ODL. Take note of that. So, as approved by NUC, Logistic and Utility Service. Here, in ODL, there will be a warehouse facility. Here, well-protected warehouse and stores for storing our cost material. And then availability of channel communication. Here, you can use your phone, email, and internet facility. And the availability of adequate utility service, such as water, and then we have a standby generator 24/7 that is working. Curriculum for each of the ODL degree program must be designed to adequately equip the learners with the knowledge and skill to practice their choosing professions. In ODL, here, there must be a well-laid-down policy for regular curricular updates and review. And there is also good to note here, unlike the regular face-to-face mode, we normally review our course material every 5 years as approved by NUC. Our course material, if you see it, is very interactive, comprehensive, easily accessible, learner-friendly, and conversational, and available in mixed media formats. It's available in print, electronic, and online via your learning management system. The moment you pay your tuition fees, you'll be able to access our learning management system. That's the virtual classroom for you to learn. There is nothing they are doing in the regular face-to-face class that is not available in our virtual classroom. That's our learning management system. It's very, very robust. And then when we check our course material, every course of material you have, there is a study guide that will lead the learners to study the self-learning material effectively. And then here in ODL, we have learner support services, which consist of a cluster of facilities and activities that are intended to support facilitate learning process. In addition to production of the delivery of course material, the support system may range from counseling, tutorial support to administrative problem solving. Residential school must exist for tutorial and practical and pen on paper examination. And you have to note that in ODL, you have to, as I said earlier, you have 2 weeks for your residence period. As of today, there is no university in Nigeria that is granted to run full online programs. NUC approves blended learning. And then the blended learning means that you will learn. All your lecture will be online via our learning management system. And after that one, you have to come down to the campus. That is where you have opportunity to see your lecturer face to face. Each course, we have a course facilitator, and then we have an e-tutor. You will see them face to face when you are around. That's the only time you are allowed to come down to the campus. And then with that one, yes, LODLC is very, very strong. We are very popular because of our technology. Yes, that is why we ordered some of the university before us. At the end of the day, we pass there in terms of this technology. I can say that one emphatically. We have a number of students from OA coming down to LODLC, people at distance learning. And then the reason is very simple. People that of UI. You can come down to LODLC and then nobody will be taking you during this semester. which they are doing here when you ask up to today. So we normally term this appears they are running modified pattern. So because of the technology, that is our strength here at LODLC. We are the first person, even Nigeria, that deployed that one efficiently. So which is the beauty of our program. Orientation program should be conducted by the University Shokodia Center. That's what we are doing here. Every section, we must do orientation program just to guide you. That's what we are doing now. And then again, memoranda of understanding, MOU was signed. Now we are utilizing this venue for orientation program as a NUC. Even despite the fact that yes, this venue, we have different venue we normally use for you. And then we have signed the MOU with the university authority that whenever you are around during that 2 weeks, they should re-increase this venue for us. The NUC, they don't want both ODA program and regular one to clash, be it in terms of venue, anything. So that is why when you come now, you will ask for that memorandum of understanding from us, from the center. The university must release all the venues, facilities for us when you are around. And then we have information from evidence services. Is there. You can access them anytime, any day. And then access to adequate library facility and services, availability of staff, office, tutorial rooms, workshop, laboratory, and the availability of functional and clean toilets. In fact, the university will dedicated toilets for all our learners. There are 12 in number behind our center here. You can utilize it anytime you are around. So, and then at the center as well, we have a guidance counselor. They are available to provide social and psychological support to learners as required. And our robust and interactive learning management system, we have that one as well to enjoy your study. Evaluation and assessment. Evaluation and assessment is grouped into two in ODL. We have a formative assessment, and at the same time, we have a summative assessment. Formative assessment includes your frequent tutor mark assignments, be it your tests, quiz, all those ones. That's what we normally term as a what? Formative assessment. They normally do that one online via your learning management system. That's your virtual classroom. You normally, for your summative assessment, that's your exam per se. You normally do that one on campus. And then you see anything from 200 level down to 500 level, you have to do pen and paper. It's only 100 level that they allow the CBT for majorly, to the best of my knowledge. And then we have a standard marking scheme must be developed and utilized for grading of formative assessment, coursework, project, and examination. And the qualified external examiner must be appointed by the university for evaluation and assessment of the degree program. So for each program, we have external examiners that normally moderate our exam and final year projects, just like the way they are doing regular face-to-face vote. All the that is the part of testing. That's what my cooperative testing. So the moderation of examination question, degree results, and projects by the appointed external examiners. We normally go to other universities to appoint external examiner for all our 6 programs: nursing program, computer program, accounting program, marketing program, agri economics, and agri extension and rural development for our 6 program. So thank you for listening, and God bless you.
Please, we can do better for that. We have really people the importance of open and distance learning. We have seen the advantage of open and distance learning, even over the face-to-face mode now. So your opportunity is limitless, except you limit yourself. So please let me give the art director another round of applause. Gradually, we are getting there. Hello. Hello. Greatest Nigerian students. I hope you are not sleeping. Oh, okay. So we are going to the next presentation, which is examination regulations, CGPA calculation. You know, as a student, you are supposed to know what rules and regulations is binding upon us and how to calculate the CGPA. So this is going to be covered by our Baba, a member of the LODLC board, Professor J.O. Onani. Please, a round of applause for Baba.
Afternoon, Chairman, ladies and gentlemen. Examination regulation. This is one of the topics we have been waiting for, and I believe that the topic will interest you because very soon be subjected to lecture, after lecture exam, and later your performance will be what? Determined by the ODA. You know, exam is one of the important area in the university and especially to the students. If you fail to sit for the exam, that means that at the end of the day, you won't be accepted, you won't get result, and at the end of the day, you may not get any certificate from the university. So I'll be talking on ODA exam regulation and GPA calculation. Let's start from the examination regulations. Most of the examinations shall be computer-based, which we are doing now. Students must attend virtually at the time assigned to their paper and must be ready to be admitted into the examination hall 30 minutes before the commencement of the examination. Students are not be in any circumstance be allowed to enter into examination hall later than 30 minutes after the time appointed for the examination. Students that arrive later, that is after 30 minutes, they will be admitted to the examination hall subject to inspection of the chief investigator. Students are expected to complete examination attendance register in case of paper and pencil exam. Students should not leave the examination hall during the first hour of the examination. Students must display their university ID card and or examination card. The invigilator may search students before they are allowed the examination hall to be searched, whether you have something that can intimidate you. Students must bring their own writing material. Students should be able to read the instruction on their question paper very well before starting the exam. While the examination is in progress, communication between candidates is strictly forbidden. Silence will be observed in the examination hall. Yes. All road work must be done on the answer script and cross immediately after the exam or before you submit the script. Students are advised in their own interest to write legibly and to avoid using fake ink. Students are to write their matriculation number only on the script, but don't write your words. Students are to submit their answer scripts to the invigilator before leaving the examination hall. They are not allowed to remove or mutilate any paper or material supplied by the university. Any student found to be involved in any examination malpractice will be invited before the examination malpractice panel and may subsequently be expelled from the university, depending on the gravity of the offense. Examination malpractice. As part of the ongoing campaign to read out the meanings of the examination malpractice and to maintain credibility and integrity of the conduct of examination in the university generally, Senate of the university has considered all forms of examination malpractice and prescribed appropriate sanction. So we have sanction for all the exam malpractices. Any student called to have cheated or hated or abetted cheating in any examination or possess intimidating material or involved in any other examination misconduct before, during, or after an examination, including examination, will be made to appear before the examination malpractice panel. If you look at the what your colleagues' streams. What are the procedures for investigating alleged examination conduct? Whenever a student caught for any examination offense, the case shall be reported to the invigilator or supervisor in the hall immediately. The invigilator might fill the necessary forms, reporting the case of examination misconduct, and the student should be made to write a statement in his or her on his or her involvement. Thereafter, the students shall be allowed to continue with what? With the examination. They won't say leave for write something down. Or go ahead to write the exam. The invigilator or supervisor shall then report formally to program coordinator. The student will then be invited to appear before examination malpractice panel to defend himself or herself. The examination malpractice panel shall read the offense or offenses alleged to have been committed by the student and allow him or her to defend himself or herself in the light of his or her statements, which he or she had earlier on submitted. The report of your submission in what? In two, how to defend it. The report of the malpractice shall be forwarded to the Senate for consideration and approval. So then may appeal against the decision of the Senate in 14 days of communication for the decision to him or through the program coordinator, through the director, to the what? To the Senate. So if you are found guilty, an appeal to the Senate for what? For mercy. These are some of the offenses and sanctions of the examination. Examination delay, the attract for student expulsion, for staff dismissal. Involvement of machinery in writing examination. If you have your colleague or your friend to write the exam for you, the sanction is what is expulsion. Also implantation, expulsion, also Yes. Student also on defibrillator expulsion, giraffe, like I said earlier on, suspension for 2 semesters, that's the session. If you exchange a strict expulsion of all parties. Publication of official documents will attract expulsion. Now, after the exam, you are going to receive results. How will you calculate or determine or assess yourself for that result? So that will lead on how to calculate your GPA and CGPA. GPA is what? Grade point average. Grade point average. While the CGPA is cumulative grade point average. What are the differences between the two? GPA can be used to calculate student performance in a current semester or in one semester. But CGPA can be used to calculate the student performance for what? For all the semester he or she have used in the university for 2 or more semesters. To calculate GPA, you must know your credit units. That is the number of units you register for. Final grade score, the point value. What are the points of that grade? You will know it. For example, look at letter A to F. That's the grade. The A, B to F. Then the grade points. You have 5 to 0. Now, you want to calculate GPA. So you define total point score or head by what? By total credits attempted. We gave you GPA. Look at that result. These are the courses you register for. You order them. And these are the credit units. These are the grade. And these are the grade points or value. So you register for 3 unit course. You score C, 56C. C is 3 units. So you multiply 3 by 3 to give you 9. And that is your what? Grade point. Calculate your grade point. So now, if you want to calculate GPA now, you add all your credits units. That will give you 22. Then all your grade points, all this one, give you 82. To know your GPA now, now divide the grade points by what? By the total number of units you register for. That's 82 divided by 22 will give you this. Yes. This is another example. Working for okay. So then they will not see these are the courses you will register for, and these are the credit units. These are your scores. Score B here, there are 4 points. Multiply by 2, we give you 8. Which is your total, which is your grade point. So your total grade point is 8, and your total number of units you register for is 25. So 88 divided by 25 will give you your GPA. Yes. So how to calculate CGPA? Unlike GPA, that is calculated on semester by semester basis, CGPA can be calculated for all the semester to determine your performance. If you have 2 semester, 3, 4, 5 or 6 semester, you can now calculate your CGPA. For example, for 400 level nursing, your CGPA is cumulative. It's not average. CGPA is cumulative in nature, no average your CGPA. Not that you had 200 level GPA, 200 level GPA, then you now divided by 2. Now, you had Amatan semester of 200 level plus that of 300 level performance, you had them together. For example, the total grade points for 200 level, 300 level, 300 level, you had it. They had the total number of units registered on 200 level, 300 level, had them together, using to divide the what? Using to divide the total grade points. Grade point divided by what? Total number of units you register for. So to get your performance for these 2 sessions. So for example, let's say we said that CGPA is not the average of GPA. Let's look at this one. These are your score, GPA score for 200 level Amatan, 300 level Amatan, and rate. So if you add all these one together, then you divide it by 1, 2, 3, 4. Divide it by 4, and you get something. That's wrong. Suppose to define their what? Their grade points. Their total grade point by the total number of units registered for to get your CGPA. This is the correct way of doing that. For 1 semester, you calculate the CGPA and the total point N divided by total credit attended. Maybe for 1 semester. Then CGPA will be calculated by cumulative point N by what? Cumulative credit attempted for all the semester. This for a semester. This for 2 or more semesters. That okay? So let's look at this one. To calculate the CGPA now, these are your what? Grade points for 1st semester, 2nd semester, 1st semester, 2nd semester, 1st semester, 2nd semester. You add them together. These are the number of units you register for. Then you now divide this one by this to get this. And you get the actual CGPA as 2.97. This is the correct one. If you add them together, you add all this one together, you add all this one together like this, and divide it by 6, you get this one. And this one get out. It's not higher than this one. This one is that. But this is the correct one, this is not correct. You may prefer this one, but we are not going to use this one. So your actual CGPA will determine your performance. Whether you have a first class, 2nd class, 3rd class, or go for it. So I know that by the time you are calculating your CGPA, after this session, you will be having 5.0. All the way.
Thank you so much, Prof. Please, another round of applause for you. So, at least we are putting how to calculate GPA and CGPA now. You see the difference between GPA and CGPA. One is just average for a semester, while the other one is a cumulative of more than a semester. And it's not by having the point to get in each of the semester by dividing it by the number of semester. You are going to get it wrong, but it's a cumulative of each of the grade points over the credit for each of the semester. So that's how to calculate your CPA, and it's going to give you the first class, the class upper, second class lower, and things like that. So I hope we are all going to get the first class at the end of the day. Okay. So we are moving to the next presentation, which is the use of e-library, the place of library in open and distance learning. And it's going to be anchored by myself. Please, a round of applause, please. Okay. I welcome each and every one of us once again. As you see, I want to look at the place of electronic library in open and distance learning by the government. What we mean by this is that whether you are studying in an open and distance learning mode or in face-to-face mode, there must be a library that supports your learning. You all know that. So it's not a different case with open and distance learning too. There must be a library support services for you. We all know, as the acting director said, the world is changing and we are changing alongside the world. Gone days that we can only study via the face-to-face mode. If you remember, study even started by corresponding. Do we remember? Some people in Nigeria, they got their first degrees and things like that via corresponding University of Cambridge and so forth. So at the point in time, we have universities, we have college educations, we have polytechnics. But due to the number of people that are aspiring for higher education all over the world, including Nigeria, it is partly, and it became clear that the number of universities that are existing can no longer take the number of students. So, and the government come up with policy that must be an open and distance learning center. So, in line with this, Nigeria created a university that is purely dedicated to open and distance learning. The only dedicated one is National Open University of Nigeria. And as rightly pointed out by the acting director, we now have about 14 dual universities that were licensed to give both the physical and face-to-face learning and blended learning that is open and distance learning. So you discover that it's because it is a necessity that we are changing. Secondly, you remember that gone were the days whereby you left the university to go, you can no longer go back. But now you can be working and be still studying at the same time. These are some of the benefits of open and distance learning. Well, there is a need for a quality library service in distance education, just like the regular one. One particular issue that should be taken into consideration is that the necessary ingredient of distance learning is the library and information support services, which should provide the necessary information needed by this special type of student. You are special in the sense that you are not interacting with the four walls of the universities at all times. You only come for residency of 2 weeks. Within the residency, you are going to face-to-face interactions. And you remember the face interaction with your facilitators, your lecturers, it will be very difficult for you to go to the university library. So that's what makes you so special. So you cannot interact with 4 walls of the university library. So there must be another means of giving you a service that is near that of the people that are using the face-to-face library. So that's why there's a need for quality library services for open and distance library. This service and the philosophy was the one that is anchored on the guidelines for distance learning library services as proposed by the ACRM, Association of College and Research Library of America. So, and they so say that the library service in support of college, university, or other secondary courses and programs over away from the main campus or in the absence of the traditional campus and regardless of where the parents live. Whether there's a campus, there's no campus, there must be a library service. Insofar you are studying, there must be support in form of a library service for you. So the guidelines consider that on a main campus, off campus, in distance education, extended campus programs, or in the academic campus at all, there must be a library support services for you. Then the library support must be backed up with an institutional philosophy that is supporting that service. It's not that you just give service, there must be an additional support service that states why the services must be provided for you. Then this brought us to concept of e-library. Because you are a special set of students that don't have the opportunity of using the full wall of the university library, that make them at least an e-library. And the concept of e-library provide primary and secondary information electronically through communication networks, be it local area networks or wide area network. There are benefits that e-library comes up with. Some of it are because the e-library can give you access large amounts of information to users wherever they are and whenever they need it. You can access information wherever you are, whether in your offices, in your dormitory, in your bedroom, wherever you are. So the e-library will give you access information anywhere. Then you can access both primary information sources. Then the e-library support multimedia that is not possible in a face-to-face or a physical library. In an e-library, you can use multimedia. If you like reading, you can read text. If you don't like reading, you can watch some of the videos of electoral information materials. Then you can listen to audio books and things like that in the e-library, which is not possible in the physical library, except you leave one area. No, there are audiovisual materials in the physical library, but you have to leave the comfort of one of the services and go to the board. In the comfort of the bedroom, you can access all the services. Just in a single seat. Then network accessibility. You can use network to access both local materials and international one. Then it has user-friendly interfaces in the sense that if you have people that read, you can listen, you can watch. Then there is an hypertext linking. So some of the e-resources has links with other resources all over the world. When you see some of the resources, then you see a blue line. That blue line is linking you, is referring to a resource that is related to that resource. So the moment you click that line, it's going to connect you with another resource that is saying the same thing or something almost similar to what you are reading, which is not possible. If you want to use another material in the physical life, you have to leave that and look for another one. But this one is the one linking the resources. Cleanse architecture, then advanced search and retrieval. By advanced search, when you want to search for anything in the e-library, just like your Google, have you all been doing Google searches? Do we know how to do that? So in Google, you can do advanced searches. How do you do that? You can say, I want only materials of the last 5 years. Only 5 years. So between 2016 or 2017 to date. So you can so customize your search that is going to return only those recent materials. Because when you are writing work now, like in research, you want to publish something and things like that. The officers are going to say that if you use reference that is more than 10 years, they are going to throw away your publication. So you can so customize what you are going to search that is going to give you only materials of the last 10 years. Between 2000 and 2020. So that's what is called advanced search. You limit your search. You can limit it by language, only English materials. If you understand French, I want only materials in French. If you understand Spanish, you can say only in Spanish language. See the beauty of an e-library is what you are looking for that you are going to get. Then this e-library can integrate with other libraries. So by linking, you can be in your library, and the library will be offering services of other libraries that your library has an MOU, memorandum of understanding, as the case may be. At ODL, well, if you want to use the physical library, you have the right to as an ODL student, but the only thing is that you have to go to the main library to check of the library. But if you want to use the e-library here is more than 200 workstations, whereby you can access electronic materials. The e-library provides mobile services and resources to learners and instructors that are engaged in off-campus and education courses and so on and so forth. There are more than millions of resources on the e-library. The limit to the resources you can search and get is just your limit.
is what you do. The moment you know how to start, there's limitless resources. So these are some of the subscribed databases that universities subscribe to through the main library, and we still have access to it in the e-library of the LODLC. It's not too legible. So, well, some of the services are IP-based. If you are not within the LODLC network, you cannot access them. Then some are not IP-based. You can log on to them anywhere in the world. Those that are IP-based will be used within the LODLC network. And they have password because they are being monitored by organizations that supply like the INARI, the Agora, RT, is supported by BIT and Database Foundation. They call it Research for Life Database. So those people that supply the database, they are monitoring the use by university. So the moment you log in through another university, you log into the university, the logo is using the database. So if you give the password to another person, and it's logging through another thing, they're going to know. So some of them are used within the LabTech network, and some are just generally you can search for anywhere you have. These are some of the links to other national, other international databases. The services include reference and research assistants. If you are doing research, when you get to your final year, you want to do research, you want to submit your project, you can contact the librarian and ask for assistance. How do I do this? How do I search this and things like that? Reference assistant. Some course facilitators and tutors can submit their course materials through the library, so you can access it there. Then you can do course research. Instructor and tutor can make readings available. If your tutor wants to give you a reading material, you can give it to the library so that you access it in the library if they so wish. The e-libraries are sent to you 24/7, and these are some of the services you can get from the e-library. So if you want to contact the e-librarian is available in person, Monday through Friday. You know why you are supposed to call for services like that, not in the middle of the night, and not when soon you are supposed to be sleeping. You are not supposed to be calling, even the boss secretary. Some people are calling the boss secretary after 20 a.m. They are still calling. So you should know when to call for services and support. Then that's the phone number of the e-librarian if you want to any assistance. So that's the WhatsApp contact of the e-librarian. Then the Facebook page of the e-librarian, as well as the email of the e-librarian if you need any assistance that is reasonable and will support for your learning. So I welcome each and every one and say you are going to have a wonderful stay in LODLC and throughout the course of your study. Now that's the end of the presentation for today. But if you have questions and answers, just reserve them. I'm going to call on one of my able professors that is going to handle the question and answer sections. You can write some of the questions down on paper and you can raise up your hand too. I'm going to call on Professor Rahul. Please come up to handle the question and answer. A round of applause for us. I think we are all still awake. Nobody's sleeping. Please, this is our time to ask our question. Just to pick us up, like the MC has said the other time. When I say greatest Nigerian student, you know how to answer. When I say "Gba," you say "Gba." When I say "Go," you say "Go." Greatest Nigerian student. Greatest of the greatest Nigerian student. Greatest guy. Greatest go. I know when they are delivering the presentations from our resource persons, we have one or two questions that we are jotting down. Just to quickly remind us, for those that have forgotten one or two things, we have one or two questions to ask. However, that Professor Safiwande, have already spoken to us about LODLC, and she let us understand that LODLC have gone beyond local, not even national. It's regional and worldwide. Is that not so? And she let us understand that you can also contribute to your own quota as students, just like your lecturers too are doing. And if I could also remember Professor Lani that discussed about GPA has already also discussed with us how to calculate our CGPA. Those that want to be first-class students, you know how to calculate that, and you have to hit the ground running right from day one. And I can see some first-class materials like this one. Is that not so? Yeah, very good. Likewise, Mr. Jiveshin has also discussed with us about the dress code, though he's not on seat now because of one or two assignments he has. But our acting director is there, Professor Ganiyu, can answer any question you have along that particular area. And Professor Lapi Isibi represented has also discussed with us the concepts, the role of ICT in distance learning. You may have some questions to ask him as well. And Professor Ganiyu, our acting director, let us understand that online learning, distance learning, we don't have study centers because we are not running part-time. We only have what we have information center. And by the time you are giving your certificate, it's not be written on it that distance learning part-time, no way. And LODLC, to be re-emphasized, is the first university in Nigeria out of the 14 universities currently running online distance learning that was fully accredited by NUC. That is why it is the mother of all university. The face-to-face and if I could remember really well, when they came, every student, they want to go here, they say yes, go and learn from LODLC. You were here when they came and tutored them for your quick. The same thing for food spinner. I know Professor Ibino came to my and said, what are you looking for? So we came to learn. We want to start our ODM, and they have started as well. On and on and on like that. They want to for LODLC, please. So yes, let us understand that the age barrier can be so easy, and you can still be learning. So we may have one or two questions to ask to make this very easy, very simple for you to be able to do. And finally, my answer today, the general overseer. That's why for this that's called GU and the has also discussed with us about the importance of library. And even in the face-to-face, I know there are about 2-3 years back, I do come on a yearly basis to meet him to bring the face-to-face students to come and learn from ODL on how to use the library. A lot of materials are there, and I will tell them this is going to be the part of your project assignment about literature review. So I will invite him, we discuss with them, I will judge questions for them. So how much more you that this is your own constituency should be able to take the best out of it, be in your room and access different videos, audios that can enhance your performance. I think with all this, I know today has been a great day for us. And until I miss them, I better go. So be that I say, let me know that you are around. Ask good questions that we can learn from your questions as well. We have just 20 minutes, and I'll spend about 2-3 minutes out of my questions. So the way I'm going to go by it is that if you have questions for any of our resource person, invite any, ask a question, and you may say, my question is directed to the first speaker or the second one, or even from the tone of your question, I'll be able to know this question is going to be attended to by this resource person. I think you get what I'm saying. So if you have questions now, please signify, because I'm not coming back. We have just 20 minutes. The whole day may not be enough to answer your questions. If you have a question, let me see your hand up. I'll give you a number, and I'll be calling you to be asking your question before I have on my system to answer your question. If you have a question, please. Okay, I'll be giving you a number now. Please put your number. Madam, you are number 1. Any other from this room? Number 2. Number 3. We have 3 from this room. 1, 2, 3. From this room, number 4. Any other person there? Okay. Okay, the last row. Okay, just one, number 5. So we have 5 questions. Do we have like that can go around? But they should come to the front end. Okay, you can come. Number 1, 2, 3 from the please come out and answer and ask your question, please. Okay, you have a mic. That's very good. Your question, please.
It's about the code of dressing.
Okay.
And it was said that native is not allowed. And I just want to ask, during weekends on Friday, now is it not allowed?
No, you do not know this. Nothing is allowed. Okay, your question is that mode of learning or dress.
Mode of dressing. It was said that native is not allowed. But during weekends, maybe on Friday, it's not allowed.
Okay, native, okay, I think people say that one. I don't like collaborating that. When you put on native like my own, madam, make him don't snap like me. So just make it perfect more. That's just all. That has been done. But thank you very much. I want to add, as much as you appreciate KIP, is there any needs where we can get copies of material before we leave here?
Okay, that's what is taken. Number 3, please. About how to get hard copies of the soft copy material they have in the library. So, number 3, your question.
During the online online orientation, I raised the question that I've made the orientation fee and the acceptance fee, but I've not been added to any of them.
Okay, you have not been added.
Yes,
Okay.
I was trying to drop my number. I dropped that. Something has been done.
All right. Noted.
And I wanted also to ask that what will be online participation for best?
Okay, that's good. Number 4, yeah, at the okay. At the front there,
Number 4.
okay.
Madam, you have to face me. Face me like this.
Okay, now. All right.
So happy to see what I see here today because I've been hearing about it now and I said I've seen it and I'm here today. I'm so overwhelming. In fact, I'm happy and I'll try to encourage others to come to this. My mother was telling me that this is where I will come because my colleagues, some of my colleagues, we should go to Minana, we should have here, travel from go to the travel from Niger, come here, since we are having at the road. That if this is too far for me to go. This loud people are talking about
Yeah.
what I see today and what I heard from you people. Whatever we came here for, government through you. Since we can only attend when we are around here. Is there any way we can feed that into our device that even if we are at home, we can have access to the e-library, whatever we want to find.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
that is what I want.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much. The last question I think you have had, Madam said she's not disappointed. She has crossed many rivers and many bridges just to get here to Africa, and she's not regretting it. And inshallah, I'm not going to regret at all. The last question is coming from the number 5 here before and now be giving the speaker to those that sent the question. Last number, please.
Thank you, sir. My question is that there's this when I paid for my so I think I should be making my ID number, but I was not giving it. Although I have certified. But the issue is that I've not been added to any, element. So according to one of my mates like that, those that we are in the group. So I was told that there are some places where we get our material So there was one that sent me some course materials. So the class rep now said that our materials if you just buy materials now that will not be able to get it online. So the idea is very good because it's not that easy to print out. Most especially we that we have Android phone that we don't have a laptop or something like that. So it's not that easy. But I think get handout would be a good idea. But according to my classroom, you told me that the material so I was asking
Okay, if you have what material, don't worry, I'm not speaking around with me. Now, I have 4 questions here. Some are related. It's okay for today, please. Let them answer this question that is still time. So the question is going to be answered between Professor Ganiyo and Dr. Adigun. And I will call the acting director to please come and answer those 2 questions here. The first one is about the online field has already been paid, but the candidate has not been added. When will the online facilitation commenced? That is the first question from the man. Not being added yet, and when will online facilitation commence?
Thank you. That's if you are paid your acceptance fee, your orientation fee, and the technology fee, and part of your tuition fee, you have the opportunity, if you are unable to pay your tuition fee once, your tuition fee is 100,000. So if you are paid at least half of it, you will be added to the group. And then if you are here to be added, just be patient. We have just started. Are you with me now? So we have all the records of those who have paid at least half of the tuition fee. So just be patient. We have just started. So you will be added to the group of those who have paid. And then if you are paid, that will give you the license to access our learning management system. Are you with me now? In our learning management system, your course material is there for you. That is meant for those who are paid. Is do something. Are you with me now? So that one is settled. And then on the hard copy material, the hard copy material is available at the center. So what you need, you just only need to identify the head of your institute. For each program, for all 6 programs, we have a head of each tutor. You have to channel your question to the head of each tutor. To the head of each tutor, get hard copy materials. So anyone you like. So that's just it. That's the classification of the question. The other is the same question. How to be added to the WhatsApp group if you are paid up to the level of the tuition fee. So you are qualified to be added to the group, be it WhatsApp group, and then you are qualified to be able to access our virtual class, which is our learning management system. And if you are unable to do that one, so you have the opportunity to contact our NHG, Commission and Guidance people. So they will be of assistance to you to be able to handle that. Thank you.
Okay, I think he has answered the second question also together. So he has settled with that. So the last 2 questions will be answered by Dr. Adigun on art material. What is the art copies? Is it possible? And likewise, can we have offline assessment of the e-library? Because you said so when you're on campus.
I did not say that.
Okay.
I said some of the materials are IP based. I said some of them. I did not say all the materials can only be accessed here. I said some of the materials is you can only access them on LODLC network. I said there are some other materials you can access them, but you need password for them. So the only thing is that I will still tell them to put the WhatsApp number of the e-librarian up there, so you can chat with the e-librarian to get some of the access. That's what as part of it, that's what the actual director is concerned. There are materials that are out in their ready. So just liaise with your head into the program. They are ready already. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank very much. I think we have answered those questions. For more information or questions or calculate that may be that you may want, we can liaise with our IA&G, our counselors that are there. And when you get to the ODN center, you will see the directions here and there, hope you can go to, and they are already there for you. Once again, we are very much welcome.
It has been a very wonderful day, and I believe we all enjoy the section. Tomorrow is still another day, but before we hand up, I'm just letting you remind you that please be punctual tomorrow. Tomorrow program starts by 9 a.m. Not 10 a.m. 9 a.m. Some of the questions you want to ask about water, they are coming up tomorrow as presentation. Don't worry. So I'm going to invite our father for the closing remark, Professor Mawale for the closing.
Well, I spent 3 hours learning about the rudiments of your successful stay in this university. We have about 6 speakers. I'm sure you have all gained a lot. Having said that, I think I want to add 1 or 2 things, 2 points that seem to be missing in the lectures. But I'm also, maybe during your matriculation, they will also tell you, you will spend about 2 weeks on campus, if I'm right. So while on campus, you are supposed to abide by the rules of the university. You are exposed to show all vices, all vices. I know that we have several age brackets. We have mothers here, we have middle age, we have youthful ages too. You are able to show all vices. And what are those vices? The key among them, and that goes to the younger ones, some whatever form of cultism, some bad gangs and bad groups, because other students in the face-to-face are also around, and you may be influenced negatively. Shun them, shun all malpractices, exam malpractices, and in the universities, you don't fight. Once you fight, we will be subject to our discipline. I want to thank all of you. You have behaved well. I hope that you continue to behave well throughout your stay in this university. I thank all the management of ODL. I thank my colleagues who are here to pray that God will preserve all these people for us, and they will remember staying in this university for good. Having said that, the last one is that there are only 2 universities running distance learning. That is ODL, LODLC, and others. LODLC and others. So thank you.
Thank you so much. I'm going to invite our the board secretary and the deputy registrar for the vote of thanks.
Oh Lord, we are grateful, oh Lord, for you have done for us, and we are grateful, oh Lord. We are grateful to God for being with us since the beginning of this program to this moment. And we believe that He is going to see us through that of tomorrow too and beyond. May His name be praised forever. On this note, I don't know how to say it. I want to appreciate the acting Vice Chancellor for taking his time to grace this occasion. in our attention. And I want to specially indulge ourselves to request that the Director of Academic Planning, Professor Mrs. Bolanle Akiwande, to help us deliver the message to the acting Vice Chancellor that we appreciate him for coming. That is one, they truly appreciate him. Also, on the same note, I want to appreciate my Oga. You know what it means. For a one-time lecturer, one-time chairman of the degree, dean of faculty of the largest faculty on campus, faculty of Law and Applied Sciences, the one-time dean, currently acting dean of faculty of Management Sciences. With that so much schedule, still find time to commence this program with us and stay with us till the end of the program. Oh, it's a real opportunity. Okay, we appreciate you. Thank you for coming. We also appreciate the representative of our registrar, Dr. Claudia Obuleye. She's also a beautiful woman. She's deputy registrar in charge of transcripts. She has so many lots of work on her table and still find time to see with us to the end of the program. Madam Deputy Registrar, we say thank you. Also our personal representative, Mama Ojebi, thank you for your time. We appreciate the academic director. In fact, she's a busy woman. Last year program, she was unable to attend. For this one, she attended. She with us at the end of the program. You might be the luckiest person for having all these people. Madam, thank you so much. And our board members, we appreciate you. Starting from the man that took you around questions and answer time. Professor Raoul, Dr. Mrs. Oyewumi, Baba, the Deputy Registrar, in charge of Senate and examinations of this institution, Mr. Victor Ayodele. Thank you so much. Baba from Faculty of Agricultural Sciences, the Senate representative on the board of ODL, Professor J.O. Olaniyi, and representative of Professor Dabisi. We thank you all for coming. We appreciate you. And before I drop this book, I want all of us to rise up and say thank you to my Thank you so much. You can have your seat. And we appreciate our colleagues. We need to know the end of this because and everybody contributed to the success of the very program. We appreciate you and we say thank you. God bless you all. Tomorrow is another day. And before tomorrow, you can commence with your registration. You have done online registration. You need face-to-face registration to complement the online that you have done. You visit us at the secretariat in the ODL. We have listed those items that you will need for registration. Your requirement that you claim you have must be verified. Please see us there. Thank you all. God bless you.